Hello! We are getting ready to leave for an adventure today, and that is the fact that I have jury duty, and I am like one of very few people who actually get excited over it because you may or may not know this. I'm a naturalized citizen of the United States and I take my civic duty very seriously. I vote in every single election, I pay my taxes, and I get super excited for jury duty, okay? And of course I watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade because who doesn't? All right, so can't wait for the day to start, and we're in the car getting ready to go. So let's start the car and head out. And we are now in the parking deck, and I am very early because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to find everything, so I came super early. But as the nerd that I am, okay, so here's my like summoning papers, and they give you like this little juror badge, which I'm hoping to proudly wear later when I get inside. And I looked up on some websites like tips for being a juror, and people said like have water, which I brought. My little water. Ta-da! Somebody said bring gum, which I thought was strange. Like, why would you want somebody on a jury like? Seems kind of strange. Pens, of course, to take notes, so I have that. They're going to provide paper, is what I was told, and a couple single bills because there should be vending machines. I don't know if there's going to be a vending machine or not, but I did bring some snacks. I got my handy dandy Cliff Bar. Love these things. My favorite kind is white chocolate macadamia nut because it's like you're eating a candy bar. It's so good. What else did I bring in my little bag here? Not much. I mean, what are you going to bring? Ooh, contact solution. I did bring that just in case. You never know. And, yeah, that's pretty much it because what else are you supposed to bring to jury duty? Who knows? Positive attitude? How about that? And, yeah, so I'm super excited. I brought my mask. Of course, you can't leave home without it. Now I'm, like, freaking out. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. See? Ta-da! My little mask that I made. Super awesome. This is what is considered the Olsen design. I don't know why it's called that. Probably because that's who invented it. I don't know, but it's my favorite kind. It wraps around really nice. And what I did was I cut up t-shirt, and that's what my tie backs are, which are super soft and really stretchy, which is nice. So there you have it. That's my little tips before I go in. I'm assuming I'm not going to be able to film when I'm inside because, let's be real, confidentiality is a real thing. So we'll see what I can film as I'm walking there, which I probably won't because I'm petrified of getting lost, which is why I am here literally 40 minutes before I have to report because that's the type of person that I am. All right, see you soon. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot to mention one more thing. You're supposed to pack a phone charger because you're not sure how long you're going to be here as a juror. So phone charger, don't forget the phone charger. Okay, bye. Oh my gosh, I have so much to tell you, and I just got back in the car, so I had to take notes because there was just so much going on. First of all, you cannot film inside the courthouse in the entire building. I can't get my mask off. 1 second. Okay, seems like it's coming off now. Woohoo! Hey! There I am. Okay, so, holy cow. Like, I literally took notes everywhere because there was so much going on. So, when we first got there, it was like symptom check galore, right? Like, how you feeling? Fill out this questionnaire. Let me get your temperature. All the things. Awesome. Then we went in and they're like, who are you? And I'm like, this is me. And they're like, okay, just sit over there. Awesome. So, that was fun. And then, of course, like I told you, I took notes because they were just the whole day. I've been here all day. It's 3:30. Awesome. Okay. So, first of all, they show you a video, which I gotta be honest, I was here 5 years ago, and that video, like, was a tearjerker at the end. I remember there was this, like, beautiful bald eagle that, like, swooped down into a lake and just, like, glided, and it was like, America, your civic duty, and I may have cried. This time it was super, like, profesh, like, let's talk about the history of juries, and like, which was really cool actually. So we're one of the very few countries in the world that have the process of having a trial with a jury. So like, go America. Then the video went into like jury selection and what that entails, and like, don't take it personal if like they don't choose you. Well, we'll talk about that a little bit. Okay, then they explain like the trial process, so like opening statement, evidence, closing statement, all that stuff. And then how the jury gets deliberation, and of course there's the verdict at the end and all that. So they play the video and I'm like, wow, like I don't feel like, wow, I was hoping to feel a little bit more hype than that. Then like the jury manager talked to us about how like, hey, which parking deck did you park at? Let me like verify you, like let me get you all checked in so you don't have to pay for parking, which was awesome because a whole $5, let me tell you, I'm so excited. And then they told us that we get $15 for coming today, which was, I was like, whoop whoop, was not expecting. No, actually I did, but it's gone up because 5 years ago it was definitely not $15, so awesome. Then they told us we were gonna have a felony case, and I got so excited. I'm like, ooh, okay. Okay, so then like a couple of people came in and gave us like these hype speeches, like we were at like a pep assembly, like, and I quote, "Thank you so much for your sacrificing your time here. It is a small price to pay as a citizen of the United States of America." Wow. Then they told us we were the center of our justice system. I love that. But like I said, there was no eagle at the end of the video, and that made me very, very sad. Then another gentleman walked into the jury area where we were sitting. It was like a lobby pretty much. And he started talking to us about safety and like all these protocols. But he took his mask off before he started talking to us about safety. And I thought, that's kind of strange. Like, talk to us about safety, about COVID, yet take your mask off. I'm not sure if I like that part. But, you know, whatever. To each his own, I guess. I kept my distance. I was really far back, so no problems there. Yeah, so then this other, like, we had all these people come in, which was actually really cool, and they were, like, talking about what their jobs were. One particular guy, one of the judges that talked to us was really excited about possibly doing remote juries, which is super cool. Apparently, Austin, Texas is the only place in the nation that has been able to do an entire entire trial with all remote, and it was on a speeding ticket. Like, how cool is that? So this judge has been doing a lot of virtual trials as well. Like, he said he hasn't had a lawyer come into his courtroom since March because they've just been zoomed in, which is super cool. He was also the one that said, you did your job even if you didn't sit on the stand. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit. The other thing I noticed that they have all these pictures of like the past presidents of the county's bar association, and the very first woman president of our county's bar association was in 2002. Until 2002, we had not had a female president on the bar association. I find that very sad. And then after that, I think I counted 4 more, and that's really sad. We need some girls up there on those pictures. Like, come on, ladies. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Okay, let's talk about some jurors. So I think my favorite part of the whole experience was people watching. That's one of my favorite things in the world. And so we were watching TV the whole time while we waited to be called and stuff like that. And this one lady was sitting very close to the TV, and we were watching HGTV, Love It or List It, which is a great show, except I don't know if I want to watch it for 3 hours in a row. That's just me. You do you. I did not enjoy watching it for 3 hours or whatever, how many hours we were there. So she's sitting real close to the TV. I kind of feel for her. Maybe she like works third shift, but she was falling asleep. But not only was she falling asleep, she was snoring like super loud. And everyone was kind of like looking at each other. Mind you, we were all wearing our masks, right? So we're like, and she's up there like, and like waking up, and you can't laugh because everyone can hear you laugh. So that was super semi-uncomfortable. Like, she's trying to sleep, but we're like at the courthouse attempting to be jurors. There's a lot going on. All right, juror number 2, her phone rings and she picks it up and she's like, no, I'm sorry, he's not here. Can I take a message? And I was like, I was very confused. Like, this isn't an office? Like, you're Anyway, apparently it was a call for her husband because her husband doesn't have a cell phone and she does. It was this retired lady. She was super cute. But then she just kept talking like super loud and everyone could hear, like the fact that it was her husband's doctor office calling. Like, she had little earbuds and she was just like talking to the secretary at her, like I said, her husband's doctor's office, and she's like giving us all this information. I was like, bad choices. Okay, juror number 3 raises their hand, and at one of the points of our educational moments with these different people that talked to us today, and she's like, yeah, I just want to know why I was picked to be here. And the gentleman's like, well, you know, we have this process, blah blah blah. You also checked all the right boxes because of COVID-19, blah blah. She's like, well, I'm a felon, and I was just wondering if it was okay for me to be on this jury. And we were all like, oh. And fun fact, felons can be on juries, which I thought was very cool. Like, and she even told us all that, like, her felony was like 12 years ago. So that was really interesting. So this is all during the educational part. So about, I would say, an hour ago, the guys in the red coats come into the room. And the guys in the red coats, I don't know their fancy name, but they're wearing red coats and they're super, super important. And they're the ones that like pretty much come in and like, hey, we need jurors. So they do this like randomizing thing. Like, okay, these are the people that need to go into the courtroom. And they called another person and another person and another person. And she gets to the bottom of the list. And she still doesn't say my name. And so I didn't get picked, and so I had to sit there for another hour, didn't get picked, was hoping to be picked, like, if they went through all those people, because there were like 25 people they chose, and they went through all of them and questioned them all. Well, within the 25 people they found, they're 12, and they're alternate, so the rest of us, which we were like the leftover 7, there were literally 7 of us left over in the room that didn't get picked at all. And then the grand jury, I don't know, he's like the manager of the grand juries. I can't remember. There was just so much going on at that point. I was so heartbroken and devastated that they hadn't chosen me that I wasn't really paying attention, to be honest. Well, he was like, can I take volunteers? Like, you could serve on this grand jury for the next 12 weeks every Tuesday. And I'm like, I can't do that. Like, that's too much. No, I gotta be at school. Like, my students, I can't miss lesson plans for 12. That sounds terrible. Every Tuesday could be an A day, could be a B day. No way. So I didn't volunteer for that. And then these 2 people volunteered. They leave the room. And then our bestie, the juror manager, comes back out. And she's like, okay, guys, you fulfilled your whole civic duty for today and for the whole week, so you're dismissed. Okay. So I didn't get picked. I'm glad I didn't volunteer for grand jury because, again, that would have been a lot of lesson plans. So I just have to miss 1 day of work, which is fantastic. And they give you this fancy letter telling your boss, like, hey, this is where they were all day. So I'll have to turn that in tomorrow to the district office, which is super exciting. But that was my day. So I hope you enjoyed my story. I'm going home now. I did go to the vending machine and buy myself a Snickers because it was completely appropriate. Why wait? Grab a Snickers. So I had been waiting for several hours, and so I was like, I gotta go grab a Snickers. It was awesome to tell you my story. I hope you liked my video, and I hope to make more exciting videos of the life I lead. Okay, ciao!